InterViews. I am your host, Be Still. Thank you for joining us today. I have the lovely Dr. Catrina Pullum here. We're going to talk about her Bells and Bowties event that she's having in April. Tell us about yourself, Dr. Catrina.
Wow, where do I start? I am the vision coach, and so what I do is I help people write their vision and turn their vision into a reality. So that's one of the many things that I do. I am an author as well of Breaking the Chains from Hurting to Healing, which is a memoir based on my life. And I do have a new book coming out in March that we're actually launching in Atlanta.
Oh, my hometown. Okay.
Yes. So I do a little bit of everything. I sit on many platforms, and so one of my platforms is being a national advocate for human trafficking and child sexual abuse. So.
Wow, that's really good. I know when I was in college, they brought up the human trafficking from one of the organizations at my school. I never knew how severe it was until they did like a PowerPoint on it. So it's really crazy how the simplest thing is going to the airport anywhere and you can become human trafficking. So that's really good that you're focusing on that because a lot of people don't try to focus on it.
But, and it's real. We may not hear about it in the news all the time, but it goes on every day. And it would be, or you would be shocked rather, because we always try to go to 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels, and that's where it actually takes place.
Dropping knowledge. That's right. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so as far as, so did you start off with vision first? Like, where did you first start for your business? Like, which one started first?
For my business, I've always worked for other people. So I've been in forensic investigations, I've been in healthcare, management, ran $1 million companies. So from there, getting the knowledge, I decided to retire kind of at an early age so I can run my own businesses.
Wow, that's really smart. So if you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you retired?
I retired maybe a couple of years ago.
Oh, really? It's like a couple of years? I'm like, oh, but that's still early though, because I think I don't even know the number, the age now for retirement. I think like 60 or 70 something now.
How old do you think I am? I don't want to guess at like
30, 40?
I'm 40. I'll be 41 in March though.
Oh, when's your birthday?
March 30th, baby.
Oh, March 22nd, around the corner, Aries. Yes.
So come party with us at the Bills.
So
it's
all good. It's all good. So as far as, tell us more about Bells and Bowties, because I love the theme, an old Hollywood affair. Remember that? It's really cute. I love it to death.
Well, what happened had Bells and Bowties, because I'm a visionary. So one of my favorite designers, Miss Faith Diva herself, had an event. I went to help her. I always support everybody.
Right.
I always try to support and empower other women that's in the business as well as men. And so there I seen a piece by designer Andre Terry that I really fell in love with. And so on my way home from that event, God started speaking to me. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do a day party. It's going to be for the ladies. We're going to dress up, put our hats, our gloves on, and we're going to be cute. And we're going to do some empowerment sessions or do like a brunch. Well, by the time I got home, I had planned the event. And so, but God said admin. Because so many times we get wrapped up in ourselves and we always gone, girl power, all of this. But I believe in the wholeness of family. And so if we keep going so much, guess what? Somebody else going to be taking care of our husbands, our significant others. So it's good to get them involved. And so I decided to let the men come out and hang with us and have a good time. And so that's where the bow tie piece came from.
Okay.
And so, if women are coming, they can wear bow ties too. They can get creative if they want to. But I want it to be a dress-up affair. No, you don't have to wear a dress to the floor unless that's your choosing. But I want you to be able to come and feel beautiful, feel handsome, look good like back in the days. Because when I think of Bells and Bowties, I'm thinking Great Gatsby. I'm thinking of Roaring 20s.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for. So I have spoke with some dancers, and so we're going to try to give you that feel, that old Hollywood, Bells and Bowties, the old Hollywood affair. The couple that I spoke with about coming, the male, he wants to teach me how to dance. He says, my event and it's all about me. it's not all about me. It's about the charity and the causes. My
Right.
birthday is March 30th, and I always do a big fundraiser for child sexual abuse prevention month, which is in April. And so that's where the theme, any funds raised, is going towards to continue the outreach efforts of Center of Empowerment for Families and Youth and any other organizations that I'm affiliated with to help them.
Oh, wow. So tell us more about the nonprofit, the Center for Youth. I did a little research on you before we had this interview. So tell us, I came with the notes. So tell us more about that organization as well.
So Center of Empowerment for Families and Youth was founded in 2008. I lost my great-grandmother who raised me while I was in college. And it was like my senior year of college, and I was like, I need to do something. So instead of grieving, my way to give back to her was in 2008, I opened a nonprofit in her honor, Center of Empowerment for Families and Youth. And because she was like the giver, she was like that community person that everybody went to. She was the one that they confided in. She knew everybody's business, but she wouldn't release anything.
Right.
So she was one of those real big mamas, Christian woman, never heard a curse, anything like that. So she laid the foundation for me because she raised me through my teenage years. And so my senior year in college is when she passed away. And so I hid the grieving, or I dealt with the grieving on my own. Because, back then, we don't go to counseling. We deal with it ourselves. Exactly. And so in 2008 is when I decided to open a center because I wanted to give back to the community. I want to give back to our young people. But not only our young people, I'm a family person. So how can I help the child? And the child have to go back into that situation. It's about healing the whole family. So no matter what we go through, whatever trauma we went through, a lot of times, I stay in the projects because that's how I grew up. Break the cycle. And that's what I'm known for. Besides a vision coach, I'm the chain breaker. You break those generational curses, from your family.
That's very true, yeah. I know personally, from a personal standpoint, we have generational curses. I think a lot of people have generational curses. But it's glad to see that you want to not only heal the person individually, but also the family as well, because that is the foundation, like you were saying. It starts from within. And if you send somebody back, then how can they get better? And I think in this society nowadays, not to get technical, but they're trying to break the family apart, and that seems to be one of the strongest things that's going on that I've noticed, even though I am young, but I have a family myself. So,
because a lot of us, we go to church, we talk about family, or we sit, we talk, we come up with all these movements. I don't have anything against movements, but the movements last for 5 minutes. What do we do after the movement?
Exactly.
Look more into what's going on. So we need to build I love all races. I do.
Right.
But we need to build our communities back. We need to be able to work together. We need to be able to go in and save our families, our men, our women, instead of killing each other. I see young ladies all the time cussing each other out, running behind this boy, that boy. Take care of yourself until you value yourself. Guess what? A man is not going to value you.
Preach. You heard it first. Okay.
Because, see, I was a single mother. I was a single mother. I had my first child, when I was 17. And I had him due to some stuff that I experienced. You got to get the book now, Breaking the Chains from Hurting to Healing. You can learn more about me.
Right.
But from some things that I had experienced early on, that caused me to be a teenage mother, which that was part of our generational curse, except that when my grandmother got married to my grandfather, she was 14, but that's what they did back in the day.
Exactly.
But then my mom, she got pregnant with me. She ended up getting married maybe 6 months to a year after I was born, but it wasn't to my father.
Okay.
So, and back then, grandparents took the kids because they wanted to protect us. It's not his kid.
Right.
He may do something to her, all of those things. And so, I wore diapers. You wouldn't know nothing about that. All of that stuff. But, I grew up like in a good time where it really took a village to raise a child.
Right.
And that's how I am. And I try to still treat my kids like that. My son is now 23. He has his own entertainment business, all of that. But he knows all I got to do is give him the look.
Right. He already knows what is. Look.
Yes, just because you may be 17 years younger than me, I don't play with you. I will grab you by your ears and say, come on, let's go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's your mom.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's right. And he would tell people, he tell his friends, my mama don't play. If he calls me, his friends in the background, that's your mama? Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Yeah, we don't play.
Right.
So, and that's what we got to do, because, see, a lot of people out here they're raising their kids, growing up with their kids, having their kids call them by their first name, and we don't do all that. We don't play. I don't play with my kids.
No.
You know, you could be stern, but you could be stern and firm. But guess what? Your kids will appreciate it in the end. Like when I grew up, yeah, they didn't play with me, but guess what? That was my foundation.
All right. So tell us where we can purchase your tickets for a Bill and Bowties event.
You can actually contact 225-308-1263 and they will be able to help you. Or you could do paypal.me/35.
Hey.
Yes.
And then what are your social media networks that they can follow you at too?
My social media networks are, they can actually follow me at Dr. Catrina Pullum on Instagram, Dr. Trina Vision Coach on Facebook.
Okay.
Or just Dr. Pullum on Twitter. I still tweet every now and then.
Hey, look, it ain't dead now. It ain't dead. And then my last question would be, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who are following in a similar path?
Wow, they don't even have to be following my path.
Right.
But any young entrepreneur, my youngest son is 9 years old. He's the junior CEO of one of our companies. And so my thing is, write it down. Develop your plan, what it is that you want to do, and go forward. Don't let anything challenge you. Remember that when you're working, you get too comfortable, you'll never pursue your dream. So while you work your full-time job, you continue to build your entrepreneur plan for what it is that you're called to do.
So you guys heard that, black and white, write it down. Thank you for tuning in to Stolen Interviews today. You guys have a blessed day.